Greetings, this is a star system, and perhaps you guys don't know it, but yesterday ESO announced that they discovered a new exoplanet. While these days that happens a lot. The interesting part about this exoplanet is that it is discovered around Proxima Centauri. Proxima Centauri is the nearest star to our own sun, at just 4.3 light years, while astronomically speaking, this is close. For us humans, it is very, very far. Now, this planet, Proxima B, they called the planet Proxima B, is very interesting for one reason. It orbits around its sun at the habitable zone. The habitable zone is a zone around the host star where liquid water could be sustained. So, if Proxima B has water, it will be liquid. Well, this is very important for example, evolve life. Now, some details ESO gave about the planet is, for example, its year. 1 year on Proxima B would take 11 Earth days. We don't know the days, how long a day takes over there. It is so close to its star, just 7 million kilometers, that it could be tidally locked. Tidally locked means that one side always faces the star, while the other side always faces away from the star. Just as the moon is from Earth, you always see the same size, or the same side of the moon. Well, 7 million kilometers, that's very close. Mercury orbits way farther from our sun. Why is Proxima B then in a habitable zone? Well, because the star is a red dwarf. And a red dwarf is very cool for a star. Just 3000 degrees at the surface, I thought. And it is very, very small. Just a little bit bigger than Jupiter. So we don't know a lot about the planet except, well, its orbit, its average distance, and the mass. The mass is 1.3 times the Earth's mass. So very similar to Earth. Now, we don't know any details about an atmosphere. We don't even know if there is an atmosphere. We also don't know if it has a magnetic field, and it would need both to sustain life. Why would it need both to sustain life? Well, because it is so close to its host star, it gets a lot of bad stuff. All the things you don't want to get from a star, it gets it because it is so close to its star. Even we on Earth, we need a magnetic field to protect us. We need our atmosphere to protect us for the radiation of our sun, which will be just the same case at Proxima B. Now, when you ask me about Proxima B, I will have two answers. You have the negative me and you have the positive me. Now, before I go any further into detail about these two, I just want to say the team that discovered the planet did very, very detailed work. They did years and years and years to discover the planet. They used very good telescopes, they used the right equipment, they did all kinds of measurements. So they really did their job very well. Now, the negative me would say, well, it is a Centauri system. And a Centauri system contains 3 stars, Alpha Centauri A, Alpha Centauri B, and Proxima Centauri. Now, these 3 stars are very, very close to the sun, just 4.3 light years, astronomically speaking. Again, that's very close. Well, because it's so close, astronomers always wanted to find exoplanets on that star system. You had Alpha Centauri B, which later was said that it wasn't a real planet. Then you had again Alpha Centauri BB. It's still standing, but there are still controversies about it. And now you get Proxima Centauri B, which could sustain life if the right conditions are there. So somewhere in my mind I'm thinking, well, I need more evidence to really Well, yeah, you know, to really make sure that it is really a planet. Now, the positive me says, well, that's fantastic. So close to our own Earth, we find a planet that could be habitable, that could sustain life. If we would get there with the right technology, which we don't have on this moment, just for comparison's sake, the fastest probe we can make would take 18,000 years to get to that planet. 18,000 years. Now, if you have the right technology, like for example solar sails, which are sails you put on a spacecraft, it takes the photons that the sun sends, or a laser for example, and you accelerate with that, and you can reach 10% until 25% of the speed of light. Now, with those speeds, you could go to the Centauri system in a couple decades, which is very good. Now, when you could send some probes to there, with cameras to explore it even further. Maybe even a rover that lands there, takes samples, examine it, and send all the things it found back to Earth. And maybe in the future, in the far future, I'm talking about 100 years, 150 years from now, we could even send humans to there. But again, that's a positive mean. Now, please guys, tell me, how do you think about this planet? Well, yeah, just write everything you want down below in the comments. Hit the like button if you liked, and I'll see you in the next video.